MC Abdul, Palestine with the free verse. Let's get it.
Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive trees guaranteed that our people could eat. Living with limitations, push down.
There's so much more to it now coming back my second time. This is the first time I think I've ever knowingly reacted to something twice. But when I first reacted to this song, I think rightfully so, I was so in shock of everything I was looking at. Maybe I think I did the song's reaction a disservice, because you look at this is a child, right? And you look at all of the destruction around him, and you look at you listen to the words he's saying. It is so powerful. You'd almost have to not be human to not be drawn, not to be pulled in a certain way when you hear it. But I realize as I'm listening to him now, it's the message. He is a phenomenal rapper, and we need to give that more of his just due. I genuinely believe that, he's Palestinian, right? So he's like, boy, he ain't Tupac. He really is obviously gonna live long life. He's gonna live a long life, blesses his way. But I mean, bro, somebody who stands for that cause and is just, and willing to do it, willing to take the battles that now not a lot of people are willing to take, because not a lot of artists are gonna do this. It's gonna mess up their money. Because as a content creator, I could say something where if two warring places were, I'm just making reaction videos. I don't have to choose one side or another. Nobody has to choose one side or another. It usually is much more self-serving to not choose a side. The famous Michael Jordan quote, Democrats and Republicans both vote, so he isn't into politics. Both buy shoes, so he's not into politics. Okay, right? But for those content creators, for those artists, for those figures, those people who are willing to take those arrows that are going to be shot at them for the betterment of society, for the better, as they deem to be the betterment of people, nigga, that's what I mean when I say he like Tupac. So a lot of people, when you hear it's like Tupac, they're always going to reference his maybe violent, his violent or angry or just mannerisms that might have been a part of the story, right? But it wasn't the whole thing. And they weren't why we really loved him. What we really loved was there was somebody out here willing to stand up. And he's not going to be right every time. Just like nobody. But he was willing to stand up when other people wasn't. Tupac was at the riots. When niggas was rioting for Rodney King, Tupac was there. Tupac was shooting at the police for beating an unarmed black man. Tupac was there. That's Pac. That's Machiavelli. That's why he's held at such a high esteem in our culture, because it's all those things, and then the music is fire. And then the music it's just as good. You look at the song, and I know I'm going to bit of a diatribe, but this is what great content does. It makes you want to have a discussion, and you're not listening to this to listen to the song. You've heard the song. You're hearing my reaction, and I'm saying so. I listened to Bigger Picture by Lil Baby, and he was talking about police violence in America, and I'll be honest with you, he's just not that good of a rapper. I like his music. It's fun when it's fun, and it's great. Nigga, I go to the club. I like all that stuff, right? But he's not good enough of a rapper that I felt like could really tackle that kind of subject matter, because he just doesn't have the vocabulary and flows and just complex thoughts and understanding of the nuances of every situation, knowing that nothing is black and white, and it's the yin and yang thing. It's the balance. It's that black dot in the white, and it's the white dot in the black. It's the good and the bad and the bad and the good. It's everything is life. I don't think Lil Baby was able to do that. So the reason I say this, man, again, before we get back to is like Tupac, is it's the talent and what he's doing. Now, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yo, Machiavelli.
Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive trees could eat, living with limitations.
And so this olive tree was an example of hope. And then it's like, if you ever heard the expression of offering out an olive branch, you know, and he's saying that this is what it was, what it symbolized for us. It
pushed down by the occupation, wanna see the pain.
And just a little thing like that's like pushed down by the occupation. It's speeding up that word occupation, or speeding up one syllable in it so he doesn't go off flow. You understand what I'm saying? So he doesn't get off flow. That is why he's a great rapper. That's why it's like, oh, go ahead, little homie. Let him know right out, yeah.
You look at the people's faces. Imagine being kicked out of the only house you ever known. We're praying for our souls while they're praying on our homes.
Oh my God. He said, imagine being kicked out of the only home you've ever known. They're praying for, he said, we're praying for a change while they're praying
on our homes.
We're praying for a change while they're praying on our homes. He's talking about the bombs being dropped down and shit like that. And I think, you know, a lot of people, me included, I've never been through something this horrific. I've never experienced something that I feel like would be this tough to live through, right? And so for him to make us truly understand him and not make it like, he doesn't make it like an action movie. He doesn't make it like, oh my God, can you believe? He makes it like, I am a person just like you and look at what's happening. That is a great way he wrote this. It's the great perspective he gives to the narrator being himself of the writing. It's just fuego. The writing is on 10.
It's not easy to put this into words. Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves? Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same. Denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied aside as.
And it's like, he speaks about his little sister a lot, because I think a lot of things happen when you don't believe you're going to live to be 30, you're going to age faster. You're going to have to mature a lot quicker, right? It puts your life almost like, you know, like it's like 7 years away, like dog years type of vibe, where because you're the fear and imminent danger around you of all time, you're not going to be being a kid. So now this, I don't know, how old is he here? 10, 11? This 10, 11-year-old is looking at his little sister's baby sister as if he's an adult. He's talking about what he's talking about her like, man, I can't believe, you know, she's going to have to go through this as a child. This is a child saying that. I can't believe a child is going to, this him himself, but I don't think he sees himself as a child because the nigga was forced to grow up so fast and so harshly. This is,
where she's not treated the same, denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied.
Again, I love this flow. Want to occupy this land. I want to occupy my mind. It's just speeding up them syllables just to get it off. He's staying perfectly in his pocket. He's cleaning out his closet. I think it was also a perfect beat to choose for this, because these are some things. And MC Abdul is made me aware to a lot of things I was not aware of. And that's why we love hip hop, man. It's the voice of the voiceless, bro. It's what this culture is here to do, and I'm happy when I can see moments where it's like, yo, hip hop could help in the way it can. I mean, to an extent.
Aside as I write about my life, because my only mission is to make people listen. This one's for Shashara, hoping it can make a difference. Cause the same thing happened in 48. My grandparents got evicted and forced to move away to the refugee camp in Gaza. No, nothing has changed. They can never return, so that's where I am today. Getting calls from.
And listen to this kid, man. He said in 1948 his grandparents were displaced. And 2 generations later, he's still going. There's still these things are still happening to people. I think, you know, like when shit happens and it's a talking point and everybody's on board and we're all, oh no, this is wrong. What? I can't believe this. You know, I go, man, don't act like everybody didn't know. If you didn't know, like I didn't know about this stuff, right? I feel you for sure. But where the hell are the people who knew? And I guess it's like, this is the beauty of the internet and stuff like this, because like you said, I just want to be heard, and this could get to anybody. As it got to me, it just popped up. Or I think I might have been a Patreon request originally. I can't remember how we ended up on MC Abdul, but I wonder, it's like, if you see that there's injustices in this world, try to not forget about them in a couple weeks, because I don't think you can't even cure most diseases in a couple weeks. You can't even cure chlamydia in a couple weeks. You can't take a couple treatments. Don't forget about these acts in a couple. Actually, I think you can clear the clap up pretty fast. Anyway, go see your doctor. Not my point here. Don't forget about it in 3 weeks. Don't forget about it in 3 weeks. Don't make it another one of your gym plans or your New Year resolutions. If you see an egregious act happening to people, and this is either, it's not about who, just if you see an act, don't forget about it in 3 weeks, because it's not ending in 3 weeks. It's not. It's still going on. And you can choose ignorance, which as a human, you have that right. But that's not the way.
Cause it's to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are lighting the sky. We're trying to celebrate in the sky. We're trying to celebrate an Eid. And
hold on.
Today, getting calls from cousins to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are
lighting the sky.
We're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you can say it's how memories are made. Palestine.
Talk your shit, young man. Talk your shit. It was a certified vibe checker. Here comes another reaction by me right here. Pink music video by me right there. Bow. Click on it. And you watch this video, you didn't hit. If you watch this video, hit the thumbs up button. For real, really helps the video, and subscribe to the channel. KBD family, love y'all. Salute. Subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just hit the thumbs up button in case I'm out here. Peace.